I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But even living in disguise, where you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. 僕の未来は誰にもわからない。皆は
Are we live? Are we live? What is up, people? Banproof is back. Are we fucking live? Can you see me okay? I'm sure you can. That's how it works. We know what we're doing by now, right? What is up? What is up? What is up? Banproof is back with another Sunday stream. And look at me. 3 weeks in a row. I told you I was going to do it every Sunday. You didn't believe me, did you? You thought, yeah, you said that shit before. He's going to just do a couple of them and he won't be back. No, every single Sunday we are here. We've got toys, we've got Pokemon cards. I've got a comic book to go over, and lots of other cool stuff too. Discussions, chat, news, things that have happened that interest me and hopefully interest you too. And yeah, that's what we're doing. And it sounds like it's raining outside. The other night there was a crazy thunderstorm, and this week it has been hot as hell. Like, literally, hell is here, and the weather here has been here. I think it hit 32 degrees Celsius here on Friday, and I tell you what, 32 degrees Celsius in the UK is just hot. Not normal hot, people. It's a different kind of hot. Trust me, it is wrong. It was horrible. It was sweaty and hot and nasty, and today it's cooled down a bit, but it still feels a bit sticky everywhere. Do you know what I mean? It is awful. But what is up, chat? We have got Leonard up in here, although the little thingy bobby's not working. Maybe if I press this button it will work. There we go. There you are, Leonard. What's up, bro? What's up? Leonard's up in here, and we've got Heather up in here, but I can't click it for some reason. Is it because it's too small? There we go. Heather's here with the purple heart, black hearts. I wish it showed emojis, but it doesn't. Who else have we got up here? We've got Dr. J up in the house. The cult doctor is here. What's up, bro? And Laura's here too. And there's some other people lurking out there. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Hope you're doing good. And happy Father's Day, right? Today is Father's Day, at least in the UK it is. Is it Father's Day in the US as well? I know, like, Mother's Day is a different day in the US to what it is in the UK. Is Father's Day a different day too? Here in the UK, at least, it's Father's Day today. I spent the day with my daughter, had a fun day, lazy day, kind of just sat around, got McDonald's. Why not, right? We went fancy on the meal today. And she made me a cool little gift for Father's Day, which they're the best kind of gifts, right? When someone makes it for you rather than just buys you something, right? At least I think so. Look at that. She drew me and her as Pokemon trainers, along with our favourite Pokemon. She loves Sylveon. I obviously love Psyduck. And she drew that and framed it and gave that to me as a gift for Father's Day. So I was super happy with it. How cool is that? Yeah. Any dads out there, happy Father's Day. I hope you had a good day or are having a good day. And if it's in the US or not, I don't know. But happy Father's Day anyway. Have a second Father's Day if it is. Why not? I've got a feeling Father's Day is the same, but Mother's Day is different. I'm not certain. Not 100% certain. Heather says super sweet and a good job too. Yes, she did do a good job. She loves doing like arty stuff. Do you know what I mean? She absolutely loves it. And she drew that and did a really good job. She said she took actual trainers. She said she couldn't remember who it was that she used to base herself off it. But for my one, she got a picture of Ash because she had a cap on and I always wear a cap. And she kind of got the Ash picture and copied it and then modified it to look like me. And it's super awesome. And it's on the wall behind me, but you can't see it. It's above this. This is the picture that Laura drew for me for Christmas one year. And above that now, there's a picture that my daughter drew for me for Father's Day, which is awesome. So yeah, apart from that, I think that is pretty much my week caught up. I've been working, been sweating because it's been stupidly hot. There was a super cool thunderstorm and Laura was really brave and actually sat and watched some of the thunderstorm with me. When normally she just freaks the hell out. And then I spent Father's Day today with my daughter. And then Laura came home from work and we had bolognese for dinner. And now I feel really fat and full and bloated. And if I'm like burping and being all foodie during the stream, I apologise. But Sunday, 10 p.m. Laura's working late. We're having dinner right before the stream. So they're the rules. I'm sorry, but that's how it works. So yeah, like I say, few cool things. There it is. That tasted like bolognese. Pretty good bolognese it was too. Yeah, cool things coming up in the stream. We've got Pokemon cards as always. We've got comic book to look at. We've got an action figure to look at. We've got all the usual things and some news stuff to talk about too. But before we go any further than that, we need to have a little drink, right? Let's have a drink. There we go. Beer time with Banproof. And today's beer is Polyamory by a brewery called Oedipus, which has got some very strange connotations to it, right? Both the name of the brewery and the name of the beer. Not strange, I guess, but not something that you'd normally see on the front of a beer bottle, right? So this doesn't really have any information about it anywhere. We can take a little bit of a closer look at it if you want. It's got a funky, cool coloured bottle. Look at that, right? Pink and yellow and neon-y sort of colours. I love the look of it. It looks really good. It's a mango sour, 5% alcohol volume, and the language is in another language. No, it does have some English on there somewhere. Look, can you see it? It has water, malted barley, malted wheat, oak flakes, hops, mango, yeast, and then it goes to German. Wasser. Has Wasser in it. All right, brewed by Oedipus at the Profbräu. This place. See it? Profbräuwerij in Belgium. A Belgian beer. And it's a sour. And last time I had a sour, I hadn't had a sour beer before, right? And when I first had a sour, it was a strawberry sour beer. And I've stuck to the microphone. It was a strawberry sour beer that I had, and I thought there was something wrong with it because it was so sour that it tasted like yogurt that had gone off or something, right? It was like wrong. Like I literally Googled review videos of the beer I was drinking to try and find out if there was something wrong with it or if it was actually safe to drink. And I warmed up to it, and it was a very nice red colour. This doesn't look like it's going to be a red colour, but it looks a little bit cloudy. But let's pop it open and give it a taste. And hopefully, it's not too ridiculously sour. Got a cool little Oedipus brewery bottle cap on there too. Alright? Pretty cool. It's open. It's open. It's open. I'm going to try and get the keys out of the way without making too much noise with them because they're very loud, I know. Smells like a beer. Smells like an IPA. Literally just smells like an IPA. See what it looks like when we pour it. Funny colour. Yeah, it's kind of yellowy. It looked yellowy. Kind of like a very well hydrated urine this week on the beer front. Yeah, bit cloudy, bit yellowy, bit kidney infection-y. And smells just like an IPA. Doesn't smell weird at all. But does it taste weird? That's the real question. So allow me to have a little sip and we'll see. Does it taste weird? I'm kind of nervous. Okay, it doesn't taste too weird at all. That's quite nice, quite crisp. A little bit sour, not like the last one I had. The strawberry one I had was just mad. Yes, indeed. Ever? Cheers. Cheers to all the KULT out there. It tastes a bit pineapple-y, actually. I've never eaten a mango before, to be honest. So apart from like mango flavored, like vape juice, probably it's probably the only thing I've ever had that's mango flavored. So I can't tell you if it really tastes like mango or not, but definitely got like a tropical pineapple-y zing to it. So we'll drink that throughout the stream, and get through it because it's definitely drinkable. The strawberry one was really weird, really weird. Like it really seemed like there was something wrong with it. But this one's pretty tasty actually. Very effervescent. Lots and lots of bubbles going on in there. Yeah, they've probably stopped now, but you can tell. Look at that. Very bubbly. Very bubbly. And yeah, quite pleasant. Quite pleasant. Good summer beer. Definitely a good summer beer. Quite refreshing. So, now we've got a little bit of a beverage going on. Let's take a look at some of the news this week. Should we start there? Bam, 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 bam. This week's news, we've got a few different news stories to go over. Random things that I've picked out throughout the week that have happened. Bit of a theme going on as far as wrestling news and hashtag burp squad and bit of Stranger Things and stuff in there as well. But there it is. I knew there was another one. I told you it was very effervescent. Did I not? I told you. You have to deal with the burps, I'm afraid, people. So, if we have to the screen, the first story that we're going to be looking at this week is that Vince McMahon has stepped down as CEO of the WWE amid a misconduct inquiry. And the most fascinating thing about this was that it made it onto the BBC News. Wrestling is on the BBC News website. That doesn't happen very often, right? Vince McMahon. So there's a bit of a controversy going on with old Vinnie Mac, and something has happened, and people got a bit excited because I don't really know what to make of it. People were blaming WWE's failings of recent times. Not failings, because they're not failing as a company, right? But the probably like the older generation of wrestling fans, people my age, who remember how it used to be and how it is now, and they're just not happy with it, and they blame Vince for it, right? So people got a bit excited when they saw the headlines. However, the article does state, and the announcement from the WWE themselves states that Vince McMahon will retain his creative control and his creative role as head of creative with the WWE, but he will step down from like company-like things such as being CEO. And his daughter Stephanie McMahon will serve as an interim CEO and chairwoman while the investigation is ongoing. And the reason this investigation began is because apparently old Vinnie Mac's been playing around with some of the female talent in the World Wrestling Federation, right? World Wrestling mustn't say that. Christ, you get sued. World Wrestling Entertainment. The female. Apparently, there's been a little something going on. Apparently, allegedly. I don't need a defamation case against me, but allegedly, Vince McMahon has been banging one of the female superstars, and that wasn't the problem, right? I mean, that could be a problem. His wife, Linda McMahon, and his daughter, and everyone involved in the company probably not very happy about it if that's the case. But the reason he's kind of been not forced, I guess, but he's decided to step down to save face in a way, is because he didn't just bang one of the employees. He gave them $3 million of WWE's money to keep their mouth shut, basically, is what he's done. So he's had a little something going on with one of the female superstars. Various rumors going around about who that might be. Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. Not even going to speculate on it. But I'm not surprised that would have happened, right? Given some of the things he's done in the past. I mean, he did a whole storyline where he made his wife sit in a wheelchair and watch him. you know, like, so it doesn't surprise me that might have happened. But yeah, to take the WWE's money, which is a publicly owned company now, right, and throw $3 million of it at at the person involved in order to tell them to keep their mouth shut. Is where the problems come in. I'm guessing shareholders are not very happy about that use of funds, and therefore Vince McMahon has allegedly temporarily, we'll see if he comes back or not, stepped down as CEO and chairman of WWE, and they'll wait until the investigation is over. And basically, he's saying he's going to cooperate with it. He's going to do everything he can to make it easy for this investigation to take place and see what happens with the outcome of the investigation. But there must be some kind of truth to it in order for him to not only step down, but that $3 million is obviously gone somewhere, right? This is not just, I mean, it is a rumor as such until the investigation has taken place, I guess. But somebody in the company somewhere must be able to see that $3 million has moved somewhere. And allegedly it was him going, shh, don't tell Linda that you sucked my dick, basically. You know what I mean? Great game. Welcome to the stream. That beer is a really burpy one today, people. Honestly, it really is. The next piece of news for this week is toy related, and it comes from Target's website, the Collector's Spot. It came from their Twitter account, really, the actual detail of it. But there's the Summer Geek Out at the Collector's Spot on the Target website. Few things shown and announced. Pre-orders of new Spawn items, including this super cool, like, anime medieval Spawn type thing, which looks absolutely sick. I need that. And then there's some new Transformers stuff being announced on June the 24th. New Lego Super Mario being announced on July the 1st. And then the one that really I decided to put it in the news for, there's not really much to go off as of yet, but on July the 8th, they will be announcing a Stranger Things collaboration with Playmates. So Playmates are who made the original Turtles toys, right? I'll show you one. These guys, right? These guys were made by Playmates, yeah? And I think Playmates is now owned by another toy company, but they still brand stuff under Playmates. Do you know, I'm going to put this back because I don't want to ruin it. I was toying with just chucking it somewhere, and then I was like, no, just be sensible, put it back where you got it from, alright? Yeah, so Playmates made those, and they're making this collaboration, which on this Target website, it doesn't actually say that. It just says a Stranger Things collaboration from Playmates. But on the Target Twitter account, they did say that it's actually a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossed with Stranger Things collaboration. So I thought that was quite curious, right? Absolutely, Leonard. Bring back PG-13 WWE. Absolutely. Do it. Vince has been having some PG-18 XXX rated WWE action backstage by the sound of it. But yes, July the 8th, there will be an announcement of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Stranger Things figures, which is just weird, right? I wonder how they'll do it. Since I heard about it, my brain's been going, and I'm like, what is, how are they going to do it? What are they going to, like, is April O'Neil going to be 11? Which turtle is Dustin? Blatantly Michelangelo, right? Blatantly Michelangelo. And although Mike might be Mike, who knows? Maybe they won't even be like that at all. I imagine they will, because like previous Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collaborations have been really cool, to be fair. So they did the Ghostbusters ones, they've done WWF ones. So there's like a Turtles Macho Man and a Turtles Ultimate Warrior and things like that, And they're actually really cool, because it would be like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle dressed in a Ghostbuster outfit, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle dressed as a wrestler or something, They've actually been really cool, but I'm just really curious how Stranger Things is going to work as a TMNT collab. But it's happening, apparently. It is happening, and we'll find out more on July the 9th. So I'll be sure to update you when that comes about, right? Then we move back to wrestling for a moment with some slightly more somber news. I guess you could call it. I don't want to be depressing at all on the stream, but I thought it was a worthy mention in the news this week, which news actually only came out today. I think I first saw it this morning, and it was possibly El Hebner tweeted about it. But long-time WWE referee Tim White passed away today, or possibly yesterday, last night, whatever. Very sad. Many of you will, if you watched wrestling when I did, you'll be very familiar with Tim White, and you will have seen him in the ring in some of the greatest WWE matches ever, right? So he began working with WWE as a referee in 1985, while also serving as Andre the Giant's assistant. And when Andre died, he became a full-time referee and was often utilized in main event matches with top wrestlers. He continued that role up until injuries forced him to change his position within the company, and he became an official working backstage with talent at that point. So he's been with the company a very, very long time, and probably the most famous match that he refereed, I would say, I don't know, but he would have been in the ring with The Undertaker and Mick Foley as Mankind during that infamous Hell in a Cell match, which is kind of cliche, but it's one of my favorite matches of all time. It was a crazy, crazy match, and to think that Tim White was the one that helped that match along, he definitely massively respected referee. So he wasn't refereeing anymore, but there's a whole bunch of comments on here from various people who have been involved in the company. Big E, Corey Graves, Frankie Kazarian, lots and lots of wrestling related people have been making comments on it, and they've all said he was an absolutely amazing person. So sad news to hear, sorry to hear it, but let's move on to something a little bit more fun. What was that? I'm sure I just saw titties on my screen or something right over here. What kind of ads are you serving me up? Metro.co.uk. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but the news that there isn't a pair of tits on an ad on the side of my screen. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm imagining things. Maybe I'm just having visions of breasts. I don't know. But Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown is apparently in talks, secret talks. They're not that secret if they're on here, right? Secret talks with Disney for £12 million, $15 million role in Star Wars, and they're saying it could potentially be a new Star Wars movie, like a main, what do you call a lead character in a new Star Wars movie, or potentially in a new Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus. Do we still call them TV series? Is that a thing? You still call it a TV series? Like, not really on TV anymore, but it is. You watch it on a TV. So, do you still call it a TV series, or do you just call it a Disney Plus series, or do you call it a online series or a stream service series? I don't know, but whatever you call it, potentially Millie Bobby Brown could be in that. And as a massive Stranger Things fan, and thought she was absolutely awesome as 11 in Stranger Things, it would be cool to see. And I guess Disney are still planning to go down this route of lots and lots of female lead characters, or really heavily influential female characters. And Millie Bobby Brown could be part of it. And that name is quite fun to say, Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown, all right? Fun. Honest. Dr. J says maybe just stick with series. Yeah, a new series. It's a new series of episodes of a show, not a TV show. Okay. The final thing that I wanted to talk about in the news this week is news that there's another TV show, TV series. Game of Thrones, Jon Snow's sequel series is in development at HBO. So there's a whole bunch of like Game of Thrones spin-off stuff. There's the House of Targaryen thing coming. Bunch of other stuff has been announced, but it's now being revealed that Game of Thrones is making a spin-off show based on Jon Snow. Kit Harington is going to return as Jon Snow in the series, and apparently it is going to take place after the events of the original TV series Game of Thrones. There's a lot of spoiler-filled stuff here, so I won't go into it too much, just in case you haven't seen Game of Thrones yet. And I know Laura's watching and she hasn't. So let's not ruin it for Laura's sake, even though you should have watched it by now. If you haven't watched it by now, you deserve to have it spoiled. But, interesting news, thought it was cool. I absolutely loved Game of Thrones. It was awesome. I was living for it when it was coming out weekly. It was my life. My days were planned around watching Game of Thrones when it came on at night, right? So, really cool. And Jon Snow was an awesome character. So, to have some more Game of Thrones world-based content based around Jon Snow, I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. So, before we can do the next segment, I need to ask you guys some questions, right? In the chat. So, be ready. Get on your little chat thingy, right? Your little chat, YouTube chat thing, right? And you tell me which Pokemon pack I should be opening today. And I've got a feeling that based off the last 2 episodes that we've done, it won't be an Astral Radiance pack, because thanks to you guys, I've still never ever had the chance to open a, what's it called? An Astral Radiance pack, right? So, today's packs, the poll should appear in the chat very shortly for you guys. And allow me just to say hello to Real Ray Boss in the chat. What's up, dude? What's up? How's it going? I hope you're doing awesome. And the packs are, if I show you the overhead camera, the packs are a Brilliant Stars Eldegoss, a Typhlosion Astral Radiance, or Samurai Astral Radiance. So, vote in the chat which one you want us to open today, and we will open whichever one you vote for. And while you vote for a moment, I'm going to show you this. Look at this. When I went into Game today, which is moved inside of Sports Direct, which is a weird thing. So, Game is like our equivalent of GameStop, I guess you could say, here in the UK. And Sports Direct is like a sports clothing store. They sell like sports equipment and clothing and football boots and footballs and tracksuits and clothing stuff, sporty stuff, you know, like boxing gloves, shit like that. Well, Game, I believe, must be owned by the same people that own Sports Direct, because our Game store has now moved inside of Sports Direct, and it's really weird and strange. And you go into Sports Direct, and it's a big, huge shop full of clothes and sport-related things. And right in the corner, there's this little nerdy section of Game stuff, which is like 2 things. Like, you've got like health, fitness, well-being, and Pokemon cards and video games. Quite a strange combination, but if that's where I have to go to get my Pokemon cards, I will. And when I went in there, they very often have these deals on, or free giveaways and stuff, which is where the Pokemon on the ball, like Sobble on the ball and Grookey on the ball Pokemon cards came from. They were promo cards given away by Game, and I much prefer it when they have the smaller promo cards that they give away. When you buy cards, basically, they give you a like free card, and it's like sometimes a normal size card, but occasionally it's one of these jumbo cards. And I've never been a massive fan of jumbo cards, but we got it for free, so I'll take it, right? And it's a Hisuian Decidueye V-Star jumbo card, and it's massive and absolutely huge. And I never really know what to do with these. I've got absolutely hundreds of them. I don't really know how to keep them, how to display them, what to do with them at all. But they give them to me for free. I take them, right? Real Ray Boss says, happy to see you streaming again. Thank you, bro. Happy to see you in chat again, man. Happy to see you in chat again. We're streaming every single Sunday on 10 o'clock on YouTube. Pokemon on the ball is so cool. The Pika one is a bit expensive on eBay. It is at the moment. So, the Pikachu on the ball card, which was the last one to release. So, Grookey, Sobble, and Scorbunny released first. I think it was Grookey first, and then Scorbunny, then Sobble. And then the Pikachu one was going to be a weird exclusive foosball thing where futsal or whatever it's called. It's like football but with a smaller ball. And you'd had to have a futsal team to actually get this Pikachu card, right? Which is a weird way of getting it. And it was going to be sent out to the teams, so they were going to be really, really rare. A few people got them, and they ended up on eBay for lots and lots of money. The price has come down quite a bit now because Game have announced that I can't remember when. I don't know if it was June or July, but it's not far away. Some point in the near future, the Pikachu one will be coming to Game as an exclusive, like how the other ones did. Basically, you spend £15 on Pokemon product in Game, and you get a free Pikachu on the ball card. So that will be coming, and I'll definitely be getting one. And I've got the others. I need the Pikachu one, right? So I'll definitely be getting those. So let's just review the poll and see what's going on. Typhlosion seems to be winning. And I will end the poll there. Typhlosion wins by the looks of it. 83% of the votes went to Typhlosion. 16% Eldegoss. And poor old Samurott got 0 votes. But that means that I finally get to open a pack of Astral Radiance, which I've never opened before, I don't think. Pretty sure I haven't. I don't think I have. That was why I prefaced this whole segment on. So let's just go with it. I haven't. I'm sure I haven't. The first ones I bought were these ones that I was going to open on stream. But you guys always voted for the Evolving Skies, and I never got to open one. So let's open our first ever Astral Radiance. So you get to witness me witness some brand new. I can't open it. Maybe we won't open this one. We might have to open a different one, people. You get to witness me see some brand new Pokemon artwork on these cards for the first time ever, because I've never seen them, right? Never seen them. It's just Avery says, hey, I subbed. Welcome to the stream, man. And welcome to the Banproof KULT. You're one of us now. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. And hope to see you around again, both in the comment section and on the live streams. Thank you for hanging out. So, let's crack this open. Let's show you a code card. If anyone's interested in a code card, there is a code card for an Astral Radiance pack in the online game. And it's one of the new code cards. New code cards where I don't think the colours matter now, right? It's different. I don't know. I'm not sure. We used to get green and white code cards. Now they're different. I don't know what that means. So, I don't have to worry so much about it, right? Don't have to worry so much about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front, I hope, still. We've got an energy card. It's just Avery says, will I be live tomorrow? So at the moment, it's just Avery. We are streaming every single Sunday at 10 p.m. So the same time every week. Like a weekly show, like a roundup show that we do every week. We have beer, we have Pokemon cards, we have toys, we have different things. And then throughout the week, the plan is to be uploading other individual videos about maybe specific toys, specific things, stuff like that. And then there'll be like a weekly live stream to come hang out every Sunday at 10 p.m. There'll probably be some other live streams thrown in. Maybe we play some video games sometimes, that kind of thing. But for now, I can promise you I will be live every single Sunday at 10 p.m. That's UK time. So this same time right now. And apart from that, there may be other random streams, but there won't be a stream tomorrow. I can tell you that. But I appreciate the sub. And welcome to the KULT. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Mustafa's here. Happy Father's Day. First Father's Day for Mustafa. Happy Father's Day, Mustafa. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday too. I am. Did I miss drink of the day? You did miss drink of the day, Real Raid Boss. You did miss drink of the day. But we can recap it very quickly before we go into those cards. Just for you. Just for you, bro. We've got a polyamory mango sour from Belgium. And it's pretty tasty, pretty crisp, pretty refreshing. Mustang says, is this the new set? Astral Radiance and Brilliant Stars are the newest sets. I can't remember which order they came out in. But it's a very new set. Yes, it is, Mustang. It is. I think Astral Radiance is the newest, if I remember rightly. I'm not 100% sure. But shops have got Pokemon cards again now, right? I can go into a shop and there's 4 or 5 different sets for me to choose from, which hasn't been a thing since way before COVID. So I'm really happy about that. Anyway, we start off with a Dark Energy, which has got some super cool artwork on. Look at that. Very pretty. I wonder if all the energies have cool little particle effects on like that. Then we get a Magneton. Very cool, cartoony artwork on that one in the sunrise. Magneton in the sunrise. That's awesome. We get a Gapejaw Bug. Sounds sexual. We get a Togetic looking super cute. Look at the little cutie. We get the Combi. We've got a Nickit. We've got a Togepi to go with the Togetic. Look at them. Look at them together. How cute. And then got a Chatot, a little parrot boy, a Magnemite, a Bronzor reverse holographic. And did we get a good pull or not? We've got, are you ready for it? A Rapidash non-holographic Pokemon card. Cool artwork though, look at that. I like it. I like it. So it's just a regular rare, no holo in this pack. We've got plenty more packs, so I stocked up a little bit today. I've got enough for the next few weeks without having to go to the shop again. So I didn't have to panic and go last minute like I did today, do you know what I mean? And worry what if they haven't got any in stock. But yeah, that's what we got. Nothing amazing, but it's a Pokemon card and some new artwork that I hadn't seen yet. Got to look at it. Not like last week where we pulled the Suicune V, but we got that stuff, right? Absolutely. Nice artwork on the Rapidash indeed, Jay. Absolutely. Rayboss says Belgium sounds nice. It is nice. Trust me. It is nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. And then Mosstown says, yeah, it got mad throughout COVID. Absolutely, right? It was crazy throughout COVID. And before COVID even, it was a bit tough. But now, like I say, for the first time in years, I would say, probably 2-3 years, I can walk into a shop that stocks Pokemon cards, and they had sets, like they had several sets. I could get Brilliant Stars, Astral Radiance, Evolving Skies. They had another set too, which I remember not being that great, so I didn't get any of them. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, they had several sets, which has not been it for a long time. It was, if they had any at all, you just took whatever they had, right? If they had whichever set was out at the time, if they had Sword and Shield base set and that was all they had, you just took it because you couldn't get anything else, right? So it's really cool to see it getting back to normal a little bit and not so much craziness going on around it, and just being able to go into a shop and just buy Pokemon product without having to stress or worry or pre-order or stuff like that. It's just good. I like it. It's nice. It's nice. Nice. So after that, allow me to take you back in time for Banproof's retro reaction. We got something a little bit different for you today. Yeah, Banproof's retro reaction, and today's Banproof's retro reaction, as the title might have given away, a little bit different. It's a comic book. It's a comic book. It's a Spider-Man shiny silver comic book. And if we take it down to the up close camera, we can have a little look at it. Look at that. Beautiful artwork. So this is a comic book that I picked up 20 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, I would say. And I actually got rid of all my comic books, but this one I kept, and I just love the artwork. So Spider-Man was always my favorite Marvel character, right? And the cover art on this particular comic book I just absolutely loved, so I couldn't ever sort of get rid of it. I just kept it. So I thought it was a nice little way to go about a retro reaction of something a little bit different, you know, not just a toy every time or whatever. Something a little bit different. And the reason I thought of this is because I opened the Batman death metal figures on the channel, the Batman and the Robin King on the channel the other day, right? And I thank you for the props on the intro, Ray Boss. Appreciate it. We're trying to do things cool over here, right? I'll put effort. I'm trying to put effort into these streams and trying to make them enjoyable and fun, whether you can catch it live or whether you watch it afterwards. I want it to be something that's digestible content is what I'm aiming for, right? But yeah, I opened the death metal, Dark Knight's death metal figures on the channel the other day on a video, and they are made by McFarlane Toys. And this particular comic book cover is drawn by Todd McFarlane. You can see his little signature in there, right? But look at the detail on this cover, like all the little spiders on the web. Look at it. And then the classic McFarlane 90s Spider-Man with the big eyes, right? Big eyes is sort of typical of McFarlane's renditions of Spider-Man. And the eyes are kind of like Spawn eyes, if that's the way I always think about it, right? But I thought it'd be cool just to have a little quick look at it. I love the cover, obviously. It's not in the best of condition. It's got a bit of crease in here around the staple and stuff, but it is what it is. On the back, one of the best things about looking at old comic books. Now, this comic book came out in 1990, so it is 20 something, 28 years old, more than that, right? 1990 to today is 10, 20, 32 years old. A 32-year-old comic book released in 1990. I would have been 4 years old at the time. But my favorite thing about looking at old comic books is looking at these old ads for like old products, right? 1990, absolutely, Ray Boss. 1990. So yeah, this is it's yellowed a bit. You might be able to tell. Obviously, it's hard to tell on camera, but it's a bit yellowed. It was literally stuffed into a bag when I went to dig it out because I remembered I had it and I thought it would be good to go over. I went and dug it out and it was just stuffed in a bag, like a over the shoulder bag kind of thing, you know, like, so it hadn't been looked after. I kind of forgotten I even had it. But looking at these old ads for old video games and that sort of stuff, super fun. And I just thought it'd be cool just to share it with you. So this is Torment, Spider-Man. It's the part 1 of 5. There's 5 in the series, and it's a story of basically Spider-Man, everything going wrong for Spider-Man, right? But amazing artwork in it. I love the cover, and crazy old adverts, right? So this is an advert for the Wrath of the Black Manta on the Nintendo Entertainment System, a game that I've never even heard of before. But as seen at the Nintendo World Championships, apparently. So there's that. You've got a Nickelodeon advert with this crazy like unicorn dinosaur kind of looking character riding around. It's so 90s, right? It is so 90s. I love it. I love it. And you could join the Nickelodeon Club. It's a magazine, it's a club, it's a store. You get the Nick magazine, you get the Nick Club card, and you get access to the Nick store to get special kids-only prices. And each month you can order the coolest books, compact discs, cassettes, videos, posters, hard-to-find Nick hats, t-shirts, and other great stuff. Massive fan of Nickelodeon back in the day. I'm sure you guys would all agree. Then I'm going to put it down just so it's not so achy on my arm, because I'm kind of like trying to be gentle with it and hovering my arm, and it's making my arm ache already. But have a quick flick through. Awesome artwork. Kind of got that gritty kind of style, 90s style. We got the Uncanny X-Men on the Nintendo Entertainment System too. Another video game ad coming soon for Game Boy, The Amazing Spider-Man. And yeah, I just wanted to quickly flick through it with you guys and share some of it with you, you know. I thought it was super cool. Like, I'm not going to read it to you. I mean, this is not story time with Banproof by any means. But you can see Spidey and MJ having a little bit of fun there, right? Then we get Bonk's Adventure in the middle there. Always got to be a little mini story. And then shit goes downhill, right? Shit goes downhill. Super awesome artwork. Super fun to look at. And just looking through this when I dug it out the other day, kind of reignited my love for comic books. I had so many comic books and I just got rid of them. I think I just chucked them away, to be honest. One of those things that I just did when I was living with my ex and we had so much shit everywhere and she didn't like me having so much shit everywhere. The easy solution was to get rid of it. I don't have that problem anymore and I can have as much shit as I want. So, maybe I need to get some comic books back in my life, right? But this particular one, I gave some to my daughter. I know my daughter's got a couple of my other Spider-Man comic books as well. But I had a whole bunch of random other comic books and I got rid of them, right? But I think I might have to take a trip to the local comic book shop. We still have a dedicated comic book shop in town, which I'm happy to say still exists. Central City Comics. And I might have to just go down and have a look through the boxes and try and pull out some old stuff. I used to just buy comics based off the cover art, right? The cover art looked cool. It was more just a thing to look at. Arachnophobia. Look at that. Miss Heather says, I forgot about that. I wanted to join so badly. The Nick Club. I don't think you could even do it in the UK, but we used to see it in comic books and on the back of toys and things like that, right? This is Arachnophobia hadn't even come out yet. This is how old this is. The movie Arachnophobia was not out yet. We got Stan Lee's soapbox. Guessing you don't get that anymore. Sad. That's a sad thing to see, right? And yeah. Look at that. Look at it. And then at the back, we've got subscribe and pay now. Subscribe for the next 12 issues. Get things cheaper. Dungeons and Dragons ad. Right. Things are cyclical, right? Dungeons and Dragons is coming back strong thanks to Stranger Things. 1990. Dungeons and Dragons. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, again, just the artwork. Like this last page of this particular book. Look at that, right? He swings above it all. It crawls below, waiting. The hero of youth. Lost in thought over what needs to be done today. And then it crawls below, waiting. Hungering for a hero that swings above it all. Soon it will feast. Next. Part 2. So perhaps I now have to go on a mission to complete this 5-part series. Wouldn't be a bad thing to do, right? But there you have it, guys. That was this week's retro reaction. What do you think? I'm trying to think of different things. I don't want to just pull out an old toy and go, look at this old toy. I love that, and I love it very much. I'm trying. No! Stop! I said I wasn't going to do that this week, and I did it. I'm sorry. But Raid Ross appreciated the intro, so you got to see a little bit of it again. I apologise. What was I saying? I was saying I don't just want to pull out a toy every week. I love it. But I want to try and think of other different things, like retro things that I can either get hold of or already have that I can share with you guys in a retro reaction every week. And, you know, just reminisce a little bit. Raid bosses, women are terrible. not all people. Some people are terrible. Raid boss, come on, not all. I got rid of a lot of old Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so expensive because they're excellent thing that no one needs children's stuff. Like, I've been there, bro. Like, some relationships are not healthy. You know, they're just not. I'm very lucky that I now have an amazing relationship and I can stuff around me and not be judged and takes an interest in it, and I'm just really lucky and really happy, right? But yes, some relationships are not that way, unfortunately. But yeah, good people are out there too, bro. Good people are out there too, and yeah, I'm now on a mission. I'm reacquiring a lot of the stuff that I did get rid of, right? I moved out with my computer and a TV. It was an extra TV that I had. And that was about it. Computer, my TV, and a few Pokemon bits, right? And I didn't take anything else. That was it. I left everything else there. But yeah, but yes, absolutely, Raid Boss. I am free now. But yeah, that shit got deep quick, right? That got deep quick. Let's lighten things up a little bit. Let's have a little play. Want to play a game? Mango sour beer is yummy. Laura says never free with me. Okay, I'm not free. I'm not a free agent, but I'm free of my history. You know? And yes, like, this room is dedicated to all my random childish shit. And I've never been complained about it once. So thank you, babe. I appreciate it. The fact that you're even sitting there watching the streams just speaks millions, right? I'm sitting here streaming. She's sitting upstairs so that I can stream. She watches the stream because she pays an interest and pays attention. And yes, like I say, I'm now a very lucky man. But it's playtime with Banproof. this week I want to have a quick look at something that you might have seen on the stream last week. And really, I'm just gonna try and sort. Things get a bit messy. Heather says, free to be you, love because of who you are. Yes, absolutely. And half of, so a lot of this she bought for me, right? She buys me childish shit too. Like, Stormtrooper helmet, she bought that. The Charizard PSA 10, she bought that. The London Pikachu, she came to London with me to go and find it and slept on the floor of a shopping centre waiting to get into the Pokemon Centre. There's a video on the channel if you want to watch the escapades that happened when we went to the Pokemon Centre in London. But yeah, lots of the things up here, some of the things you'll see in future retro reactions, I'm sure, will be things that were given to me by Laura. But in Playtime with Banproof this week, we're going to look at an action figure. And the action figure was... Oh, do I have a mod in chat? Mod. Someone mod me. Mod me. What is this? Okay, I think we fixed it. Why is it still going? Okay, I think it's done. Thank you, Jay. Okay. Whatever. That's new. Laura's modding quick as I can. I was trying to mod. I've got so much stuff on my screen. Doing this stream, like I was saying about the desk getting messy and stuff, but doing this stream is like just craziness. There's so much stuff everywhere. There's all things everywhere. And it gets a bit out of hand, right? But this week I want to have a look at this He-Man and the Master of the Universe figure, which you would have seen on our little unboxing section last week, which I don't have this week because I don't have any new things. I did order some action figures to come, but they haven't arrived yet, so I've got nothing to open in the mail section this week, so there is no mail section. But from last week's mail section, we have the Sorceress figure from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, which is the kind of like childish adaptation of He-Man, I would say. That's one way to describe it. I mean, He-Man was always for kids, right? But this isn't aimed at the people who loved He-Man as kids, like in the 80s and the early 90s. This is at people who... aimed at people who are kids today, right? Who are new to the franchise, I would guess, right? So it's a Netflix series, and these are like the cheaper, not classic toys. So a lot of the new Origins Master of the Universe toys are remakes of the old figures, which I've got a bunch on the shelf behind me. Where Castle Grayskull is, you can see it there. These He-Man and Skeletor that you see there on the cats are both He-Man Master of the Universe Origins figures, which are remakes by Mattel of the old ones. But this is like a whole new style. It matches the style of the new series. They're a little bit cheaper. They're a little bit smaller. Not smaller. They're a little bit, I don't know how to explain it really, but they're more childlike playthings rather than collector's items. But basically, I hadn't got any of them. And I wanted to see what they were like. And I was curious. I was definitely... Rayboss says he had Skeletor. Yes. I was curious, right, about these toys because there's a Skeletor one what I like the look of. The Orko I really like the look of. But I didn't know because a lot of people were complaining about them and saying they're not really for... They're not for me. How can you tell me what's for me and what's not, right? This is for me to have a look at and see because... This was on sale for £6.99 from Amazon with free Amazon Prime next day shipping. So I didn't really have to worry about it. It was £6.99, right? So I thought if I'm going to check one of these out, this is probably the one to check out for that price. And if I like it, then maybe I'll get the Skeletor and the He-Man and some of the other characters. How is it in here? It doesn't look like it's fixed in. It's just... I'm sorry about that noise. The sound of opening action figures every time is atrocious. So yeah, it's definitely basic. Definitely doesn't have the articulation. He's got some cool super long hair, and it's purple, and it's translucent, glittery purple, the best kind of purple, right? So he's got cool long hair. It doesn't have the articulation of a new figure, so it's like 5-point articulation almost. Really, it is. And don't break the wings, please. I'll try not to break the wings came off. So the wings do come off. You can put them on and off. There's a little peg on her back where the wings fit on and off. Alright. Okay. And you, just as Rayboss says, don't break the wings in chat, I rip the wings. Do they go the other way around? Do they go that way? Maybe I'm just doing it backwards. There we go. We got it off. There we go. Perfect timing, right, Rayboss? But yeah, she doesn't have great articulation. There's no knee joints. There's no elbow joints. There's a shoulder which just rotates. It doesn't move out or anything. The legs have a little bit of a ball joint on, actually. Yeah, no, they've got more than I thought. They have got like a ball joint on them and a bit of forward and back motion, but not massive range of motion on them at all, right? And they have peg holes in the feet for a stand, which is always good. And it's kind of like a, I don't think know if you could tell on camera, but it's like a pearlescent white color. It's like shiny white, like pearlescent white. It's super cool. Some gold bits on there. The paint on the face is pretty good, right? It's not bad. It looks all right. She comes with her staff, which fits into this hand allegedly. Yes, kind of. Yeah, it fits into that hand. There is some wrist articulation, actually. Look at that. A little bit of wrist articulation. I'm all about that. And she has like a helmet type thing, right? How does that? There you go. Goes on like this, I guess. Look at that. Looks a bit weird with that helmet on, right? Looks a bit weird. The helmet fits really good. Full piece, but looks a bit odd, right? I'm not so sure about that. I think I like it better without that. Get it off without breaking it again. I think I'll prefer it without it. And sort of like a call back to the old figures. It has a sprung waist feature where she can, I guess, beat people with her staff, right? If she wants to, she can hit. Which, if I grab my... So I say it's not really like old figures. I mean, the style isn't, but if you look at Evil Lyn in comparison, the scale's not far off, right? And that exact, I mean, this is from, what year is this from? Does it say on it anywhere? 1981 or something, I think. This is super old. It doesn't even have a year on it. It's old AF, basically. 1981. It does have a year on it. 1981. So the spring's not quite so springy anymore, but it's the exact same thing, look. Like 40 years later nearly, right? 41 years later, they're still making Master of the Universe characters with that same action. So there is, and it's not bad. Like, I don't think I'd be mad about it. Does she stand with the wings? I doubt it, right? Can we... Always, maybe we need to raise the staff a little bit to balance her. And maybe we can use the staff as like a third leg. No, not really. Yeah, she's not gonna stand very well at all. Is she? Stand? No. It's not gonna stand, not with all them wings and stuff on. Whereas Evil Lyn can stand very well indeed. But yeah, there it is, a sorceress. I don't have a vintage sorceress, unfortunately, to compare it to, but the vintage sorceress, vintage sorceress Motu. We searched that up. It's a very different style, very different indeed. And if we have a look at a picture of them, they look like this. All right, they had wings. They had a similar staff. Had eagle wings and like an eagle helmet, so very different style from this new, more modern, sort of updated 2020 series on Netflix, which I haven't watched, to be honest. I've watched Revelations, the Kevin Smith one, the newer one, but I haven't watched this. Don't know if I will. Apparently, it's very much aimed at children, but I don't know. It could be cool. I'd still watch the old Thundercats, which was very much aimed at children, right? Oh, I did it again. I need to get my life together. There's got to be a way to make that be automated so that I don't have to turn it on and off, because that's the problem. When I play the little intro thingy, right, I press on and then it plays and then it goes away, but it doesn't switch it off. So if I go switch camera and switch back, it goes crazy again, right? Yeah, there was this week's playtime with Banproof, right? Yes, it is. I'm trying to think what else we need to do. We've done retro, we've done beer, we've done Pokemon, we've done playtime, done the news. So the only thing that is left is a little bit of heavy metal. There you have it. I'm wiping beer away from my beard because I definitely spilled a little bit on my beard, right? So yeah, Jay found it funny. Ray Boss likes it, and Solid as Snakes just want to say, I love your beard. Thank you. I love your comment. Yeah. So Banproof beats for this week. So what is Banproof beats, you might be asking if you're new to the streams, because this is only the third week that we've been doing these Sunday streams. But Banproof beats is my way of sharing some of my favorite music with you guys, which I can't do on a stream, right? Because we can't play music on the stream, not licensed music anyway, right? So we are going to add a song to the Banproof Spotify playlist. That's how we do it. So every week, so we've only been doing it for 2 weeks. So right now, there is a Banproof Beats playlist. Link is in the description. It takes you to Spotify and you can see the playlist. And every week, we are going to add one song to the Banproof Beats playlist. And this week, the song that I would like to add is by a band called Lamb of God, right? Can I Play With Madness? There'll be some Iron Maiden on there eventually. There's not yet, but there will be. But this week's is going to be by a band called Lamb of God, which are a kind of metallic... Don't play it. A melodic death metal band, and from possibly one of their most popular albums, I would say, Ashes of the Wake. What's up, Long420? How you doing, bro? Good to have you here. This is the Ashes of the Wake album, and the song that I want to add to the playlist this week is Now You've Got Something to Die For. You know? Do you know it? If you don't know it, that's why we add it to the playlist. So this whole album is an album that I absolutely love. Laid to Rest, probably Lamb of God's most big song they've ever released, I guess, probably. Perhaps popularized by the fact that it was on Guitar Hero. One of the first ones, Guitar Hero 2, I believe, right? But yeah, that you can tell by the play numbers. That's the big song off the album, right? But every song on this album is absolutely awesome. Like literally every single one is sick. But I think my favorite is either Omatar or Now You've Got Something to Die For. So I think I've leaned towards Now You've Got Something to Die For as my favorite song on that album. And as I'm wearing a Lamb of God t-shirt, it seemed only fitting to add that to the playlist, which I think I just did. Did I do that? Did I do it? Did it add to playlist Banproof Beats? There we go. Added to the playlist. So if I go to my playlist now, you'll be able to see that so far, after 3 streams, the Banproof Beats playlist has 28 minutes and 2 seconds of music on it. we've got the epic Count of Tuscany Dream Theater by Dream Theater. Halls of Lemuria by my friend's band, Ghosts of Atlantis. Amazing band, amazing music. Check that out, especially if you're into your metal. You'll love it, I'm sure. And then this week, we've added a Lamb of God song. Now You've Got Something to Die For. And, oh, I did it again. But I fixed it quick this time. I'm sorry. There must be a plugin for OBS or something that I can do to stop that from happening. I haven't streamed like this. This is the third time, okay? I'm trying. The first time I got it right because it's all I was thinking about. Trying to focus more on being engaging and entertaining and all that sort of stuff. So, I keep making mistakes. That's my excuse. I'm trying to make better content for you, so I keep fucking up, okay? That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So, apart from that, I don't know, chat, have you got anything else you really want to talk about this week, right? Oops, I Did It Again is another kind of song, absolutely. I don't think we'll ever get Britney on the Banproof Beats playlist. Probably not. I wouldn't have thought so. Probably not. But you mentioned Can I Play With Madness? I'm sure some Iron Maiden will be on there at some point. Trying to think of things that you might not have heard of before, you know, and just to be able to share my favorite music with you guys. So if you were to go in and play that playlist, especially after like a year of doing this where there's lots of songs on there, you can go in, hit play, and just listen to what I would be listening to. If I'm in my house and I play music, that would be the kind of music that I would be listening to, right? And Raid Boss says, cheers, bro. Cheers, Raid Boss. You're drinking a German beer. I'm drinking a Belgian beer. What kind of beer are you drinking? I drank a German Berliner Weiss beer the other day. That was very yummy. When it was really hot, it was tasty. I enjoyed it. But today we've got a mango sour, which is good. I like it. I'm thinking of perhaps on future streams, maybe going and like before the stream, like the day before or something, post like 3 beers on Twitter or something, and you can vote for which beer we have on that week's stream. Is that something that I should maybe do? I don't know. Am I complicating things even more? Maybe not. But this seems to be over way more quickly than usual because I didn't have any mail or anything to open this week, right? So that it kind of went quick, but that's the nature of it, I guess, right? Short, sweet, to the point. Heather says, Britney on your playlist full of metal, kind of like a finding a shiny. Yeah, maybe we should sneak some Britney in there, right? Maybe we should sneak like a little bit of Britney in there. There was nearly some Eminem in there today because my daughter, she posted on Instagram on her. Oh, I haven't even had a whole beer and I'm throwing stuff around. Does that still work? Yes, it does. It's okay. She posted on her Instagram story today lots of pictures of me and her together to say Happy Father's Day, and she put the real Slim Shady on it because it was like a musical uniting moment between us when I found out that my daughter, who is 14 years old in 2022, knows all of the lyrics to the real Slim Shady, which is a song that I listened to when I was probably 14. What year did the real Slim Shady come out, right? The real Slim Shady single. The year 2000, at which I would have been 14. So when I was 14, I was listening to the real Slim Shady, and I knew every single word to the whole song. And at the age of 14, my daughter started singing the real Slim Shady while we were just walking along one day. And she's now 14. All those years later, she's listening to that song, probably from TikTok, most likely, I would guess, right? But she was singing it. I mean, she was leaving out a few words because she is quite polite around her father. I'm sure she's said them before, but when she's around me, she tends not to, right? She's kind of she's kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit, and I'm not too bothered. They're just words. You know me, right? You know me, I'm pretty easygoing, right? If you're using it in the right place. If you're calling me a cunt, that's one thing. But if you're saying that was a bit shit, that's another thing, right? But yeah, you know, critique my parenting skills if you want. I don't care. I love my daughter and she loves me, and that's all that fucking matters, right? Anyway, she's pushed the boundaries a little bit, but yes, she was singing The Real Slim Shady while leaving out the words that she didn't want to say in front of her dad. But I started singing it along with her, and we were walking along singing The Real Slim Shady together, and it was kind of like a little bonding moment over music. The first time that's really happened, because she doesn't like the kind of music that I like. And when she was younger, I used to get her to listen to it. Like I forced metal on her, right? When she was little, and she would be running around going crazy, like all the metal music and stuff. But yeah, she's older now. She doesn't want to like the stuff that her dad likes. That's not cool. But apparently, the Real Slim Shady song is still cool. So that was nearly the song that went onto the Spotify playlist this week. But it doesn't really fit into my musical taste. It was something that was kind of, Eminem was rebellious, right? When you were that age, you know, Eminem was rebellious and listened to it because it was rebellious, not necessarily because we liked hip hop or rap. But I think after just a short hour, that brings us to the end of the stream this week, people. So before Ray Boss says he's drinking a Dortmunder Kronen, which is from my hometown. I'm guessing it's from Dortmund, right? Is that from Dortmund? And Kronen, is that similar to Kronenberg? Is that linked? I'm guessing Kronenberg is a place too. Is that German? Is that German too? Kronenberg German? I don't think it is, right? It was like Dutch or something. I don't know. Whatever. It's beer. But yes, that brings us to the end of the stream. So if you've done watching this, you haven't seen the old episodes, maybe watch one of those right now. And if you have seen the old episodes, maybe check out some of the other videos that we referenced in this stream. Maybe the action figures with the cool, super cool death metal Robin King figure. Or the Batman that's also over there too, right? Maybe go check one of those out. Or check some old episodes of the stream out. Or we talked about the Pokemon Center video. It's on there. We went to London and we went to the Pokemon Center, and that's where we bought this London Pikachu from, amongst other things. So just because I'm going away now and going to bed, you don't have to be without Banproof. There's plenty of content on the channel, so check that out. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do so. Hit the like button. And thank you all for watching. Ray Boss says Kronen means crowns, and yes, I am from Dortmund. There you go. That makes sense, right? Does your daughter know your diss rap against Wave Report? Yes, she didn't find it cool. She didn't find it as cool as what you guys did, right? When I did a diss track on YouTube, she thought it was cringy. I thought it was sick. But yeah, it wasn't cool to her, right? But I thought it was amazing. But yeah, she didn't find it that cool, right? That was embarrassing for her, but it's okay. That's what dads are meant to do, right? So with that, people, I am out of here. I am going to say you are all absolutely fucking awesome, right? Remember that. Don't ever forget it. And I will see you all next Sunday at 10 p.m. live on the Banproof channel. And until then, there should be some other videos. I've got a couple plans. Kat wanted me to do my favorite Funko Pops videos, so I'm going to bring that out soon, probably sometime this week. More action figures coming, more other stuff coming. It will be fun. But yes, if you don't want to watch those videos, but you like the live streams, every Sunday, 10 p.m. UK time, and I will see you then. So thank you for watching, people. Stay Banproof. Hail Satan. I'm out of here. Peace.
The demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Boku no mirai wa dare ni mo wakaru nai. Mina wa boku o dame nai.